Hey guys, welcome back to Jordan Samuel Skin Talks. I'm gonna get right into it. I am so excited because I think if it didn't happen like yesterday, it's probably happening today, but it's back. I should concentrate on actually doing this right because we know we like this. That's bad, but whatever. It is Hydrate Facial Serum, new and improved formula. It is back. It's back in the 1 ounce size. It's back in the 4 ounce size. Settle down, you don't have to go crazy and buy 10. The only issue of it being out of stock was a reformulation issue, trying to get it up with the EU and some little hiccups we had there. First and foremost, before I get into it, the bottles are now printed, so the black is richer, it's just a much prettier look. It's printed, all the ingredients on the back, etc. This is the actual new formula, the new ingredient listing, the new printed bottle. Of all of the quote-unquote reformulations, which if you are just joining us, I will do a brief breakdown of the reformulation, not process, but why we did it. So we worked with a chemist, we worked with a lab when I first started out, and maybe I was short-sighted. I was not thinking, oh, there needs to be, you know, certain specifications for EU products. Nobody was really guiding me. I wasn't thinking that large, maybe naively, but I wasn't. And so there were some products that for one reason or another, and they might have been my own reasons, had to be tweaked for us to grow and get into the EU and UK market. The UK market being one of our largest outside of the US, which is obviously why we're going there first. But not to get too into it, you know, sometimes they need a specific shelf life, makes sense in the EU, but then certain ingredients or certain preservatives can only be used in a certain percentage. But then to get that shelf life, you have to use other ingredients in certain percentages, which for me makes my skin really sensitive or irritated. So it's been this balancing act of trying to find that right level for each product. And each product has been special and unique and different. And with having to do things like that, we then took it upon ourselves to be like, oh, what do you like? Essentially, what do I want in that product that can make it slightly better? And we did. We made the texture of the performance cream essentially better. It still wears exactly as is on the skin. Super lightweight with that protective layer, not oily, not greasy, satin finish, has all the great all-star ingredients in there. The matinee is essentially the same, except it has a little bit better slip. You can use less. Hydrating mist, a more neutral aroma, more hydrating, but yet a slightly finer spray, still a strong spray, but a slightly finer spray. Retinol oil, we sort of just balance the oil levels. So you're getting the picture. So with Hydrate, you know, silver lining to me with this product is this is the, well, we did multiple reformulations of this because it was like my skin wasn't happy, I wasn't happy, then something else happened, and then we needed to do another. What I like about this is probably as close as possible to the original while making it slightly better and not going way off the rails. And at one point, I felt like I was probably going a little bit further than I should have or wanted to, so this makes me very happy, and this was the silver lining. So certain things before anybody freaks out, you know, there's been many videos about aloe in skincare. So for instance, with the EU listing, aloe has to be separated into water and aloe because most likely there's been an aloe powder used. So a combination of water and aloe. In the US, that's aloe juice. So it's one ingredient. In the EU, it's separated. You'll see that notated on the back. Still exactly the same. The glycerin is in here, the cucumber, the tamarind. The sodium ascorbyl phosphate is in here. Same preservative system. You're going to see some phenoxyethanol, which again preserves the extracts, which is something you would have seen anyway as we transition over to the EU, because there are certain ingredients that are in such small percentages in the formula in the US that do not need to be on the label, that they do. Every single thing needs to be on in the EU, which I agree with, and now going forward everything will have that. This is all new to us and me. And really what I would say is the biggest change, but the best change is simply, now we've played around with different types of hyaluronic acid. As you know, the original had hyaluronic acid. Imagine the same amazing Hydrate formula now with sodium hyaluronate. And just all the goodness of the glycerin and the aloe and the cucumber and the tamarind. So as you can see, same. And I would say the texture is fairly similar as you're used to. I mean, there's not really much in the change. It can actually be, what's really funny is xanthan gum, the texturizer, it can be a really tricky ingredient to have the correct amount to give it a lovely texture and feel good on the skin without overdoing it or without underdoing it. But this just has, again, sort of similar to Matinee, the slip. I mean, you feel more hydration upon initial application of this. You feel it on the skin. It gives a beautiful glow on the skin. I'm so happy. It's, like I said, as close as it could possibly be to the original while just making it better. Removing some things, adding some things, changing some things. Some things, again, are gonna be just because, you know, similar, but just because of the EU requirement, they're listed differently. But it's just amazing. It, again, layers beautifully with the performance cream, layers beautifully with the retinol treatment oil or the soothing facial oil. You can do your sort of hyaluronic moisture sandwiches with the Hydrate Mist and Hydrate Serum if you want to. You can bind the two together to have an almost essence type product. Pop it directly into the retinol oil and apply it, pop it directly into the soothing oil, into the performance cream, combine all of them together. But it is back. It is back in the 1 ounce size. It is back in the 4 ounce size. We are so excited. This has been a true labor of love. Now we're in the final stages of getting this to be EU certified, and then everything will be will be EU certified. And then in the next very near future, few months, we can be up and running in the UK, EU. Again, it is UK, it should be UK, EU, but as we know, with Brexit, which is completely out of our hands, nobody knows what the outcome of that is going to be or how it's going to affect retailers and trade, so we will deal with that when we get to it. But anyway, Hydrate Facial Serum, it is back. It is on a special right now on our website. Please enjoy. I'm so excited for you guys to try the new and improved formula. Those of you who have never tried it, I think you will love it. Those of you who have, it's even better. Again, it is oil-free, it is silicone-free, it's fragrance-free, it's essential oil-free. It can be for an oily skin, for a super sensitive skin, for dry, dehydrated. Every skin, this goes back to sort of the video I talked about last week with the overuse of percentages of acids and retinols. People are overusing these high strength active products, breaking down their barrier, creating that surface dehydration. You need something like a really good, straightforward hydration serum. That packs a little bit more punch than just the hyaluronic acid. We loaded this with other humectants: aloe, glycerin, cucumber, tamarind, sodium hyaluronate, I should stop saying hyaluronic acid, sodium hyaluronate, to get and hold that water in the skin. Tamarind's actually a really interesting botanical ingredient because there's a lot of studies about how that holds water very similarly and sometimes performs even better than a hyaluronic acid or sodium hyaluronate. So just interesting, it's always been in there, but just a great, true humectant serum. Pop a moisturizer on top of this, or an oil or an SPF, and you are good to go. I am so excited this is back. It has been too long, and it's been a process. Let me tell you, I really should have a drink right now to celebrate this, but I will be celebrating. This is now before it's actually like coming out, so I will be celebrating this on the day that it is out, which is, like I said, is either today or the day before. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you're as excited as I am. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your support. We are small but mighty, and we are growing every single day, and growing pains come up and out and want to play all the time, but we're doing our best, and we thank you for your support and your patience. Until next time, have a great day. Bye.